Welcome viewers, we will link you back to the TRC where proceeding will resume any moment from now, making the second of today's hearing of David Colley's appearance before the commissioners for the third time. The one-time director of the country's prison service appeared before the Truth Commission for the third day in connection to alleged atrocities of violation of human rights, torture and inhuman treatment of prisoners during his tenure. Mr. Colley, however, debunked some of the allegations levied against him by a couple of witnesses. While 2 inmates have reportedly suffered from all sorts of human treatment, ranging from denial of medical attention and visit by family members, torture and poor hygiene conditions. The poor quality of food at the disposal of prisoners resulted to development of beriberi among them. The long-lasting marathon hearing facilitated by the lead counsel SFL since yesterday, in which the witness David Colley had debunked some allegations on the torturing of inmates and the violation of their human rights, has taken a shift turn. David has finally accepted his acts of mishandling prisoners during his time. Well, viewers, we will link you back to TRC as they are about to begin the next proceeding. I am Sohna Tunkara.
Ngoleng kan sola jawa fo na jarbi baba minister
sola jani pardon of prisoners.
If he intends to pardon prisoners,
prison council and the prison visiting committee.
He will advise that we should sit. The prison visiting committee and the prison council.
Okay. And I submit a list of prisoners.
Then I will submit a list of prisoners
to the committee.
To the committee.
And then the minister will summon.
Then the minister will summon
a meeting.
For a meeting.
Including Colley, you are telling us about the procedures for pardon. I am referring more generally to communications between Yaya Jammeh and yourself. Or directives that would come from Yaya Jammeh to the prison officials. Kindly tell us how that happens.
That has never happened.
David, could you address the commissioners instead of the interpreters?
I am looking at you, not the interpreters, because you are the one talking to me, so I must look at you and answer.
No, you don't have to look at me when you answer. Look at the commissioners.
Well, you never told me this since we started.
Well,
but now I will start doing that.
Please do.
That had never happened. I do not communicate with the president.
Have you ever received directives directly from the president?
President.
Like I said, there is no communications between myself and the president.
So your communications were only with the Minister of Interior?
The minister, right? And I request that when I'm me can.
Always when the minister requests what he wants me to do.
And would those requests, would they be in writing or would they be oral?
Nya wana minister manukan mante ko safre safe de kayit mante aw ko yere gidi mom rubutu babum
no on regere naka he prepare a list.
David,
prisoner.
Look at the commissioners.
Usually he will ask me to prepare a list.
David, treat the commission with respect.
Sorry. Ismail
Bunyai. We send commissioner Bunyai. Jongo lako jak mu jongor boko mu jabi jak mu seni Bunyai.
I am not referring to the procedures for pardon. I am referring more generally to communications between the minister and yourself.
Nani ale boka sanken kom kui manjikane meno nana apres danga mangebeka yamfude bukana kana kulumide hani nani kom manjije meno broka bolu manjikane mo meno kom nang ondi nguru ya maradi a minister mona ndekeng
mora genya nyir sankiri da president ondar.
Like I said, I have no communications between me and the president.
What your communications are with the minister, that's what you told us. What would he normally communicate to you about?
Why would you pay? Because come officially.
A lot of official matters.
Give us examples.
Sinoli example.
Example. Like any matters, like a visitor, this journalist, international journalist, want to prison the minister.
Like where we expect journalists, international journalists, that we want to visit the prisons, they will go via the minister, and the minister will inform me. Sometimes they come to me straight, but I will always refer them to the ministry first.
And what else?
Then they will discuss with the minister.
David, we're not asking for procedures. What we are asking you is to tell us what kind of matters would the minister call to discuss with you. You have given us 2 examples. One is pardons. The second is visits by internationals. What other issues would the minister call to discuss with you?
What do you think the administration wanna sell us solam because you pay you only man you are
I can't tell what I want, but then he will call me pertaining to the administrations of the prison. So whatever he asks me to do is what I do. I cannot tell them.
Whatever he asks you to do is what you would do. That's what you just said, correct?
Yes, what he requests.
And these requests, would they be written or would they be oral?
Now, Bilem to these international journalists.
On the issue of international journalists, those would come to me normally, but I will be the person to direct them to the minister. When it comes to presidential pardon,
we have to meet.
For that one, we sit and meet.
With regards to the request that the minister makes to you, would he normally write a letter making a request, or he would just call you on the telephone?
Of course, no. This officially, you have to write to me, so that man ni prepare list. Yet, prisoner can debate amongst them and the party.
When it comes to the issue of pardoning of prisoners, the minister would officially write to me, and then I will prepare a list for them to debate on it at the committee.
David, I'm not referring to the procedures for pardon. I am talking about other requests, other general requests the minister may have. Would he write to you and make the request, or he would just call you over the phone?
Mante wana lambi alobe mi mambukan. Mante na safele di kayit. Manto e wonki telephone mom butum mare gi manane David ureni mami mukano ma.
Yena safele?
He writes.
Not all?
But not all.
And sometimes he would call.
Mare wati ke oyo wonki telephone.
Mare genya na call telephone?
Yes, he used to call me on phone.
And when they want to detain or when they want to keep somebody in the presence, would they call you?
Nya kumanja o minister kumanja best of and kundentin takon. Ku call man kuregi.
It's a different issue. You call it
That would be a different issue altogether. All I see is they will bring prisoners, and that is where I know about it.
And you see it, and that's how you know about it.
Yeah, manujuke meno monu manje meno.
Yeah, money manjumdi.
Yes, that is how I will know it.
And your statement is, I will see it, and that is how I would know it.
Yeah, au frima phone ba berege commissioner matiko. Manujuke mo mankano mankuka meno au monu manje meno.
Because I cannot tell the people they brought in what offense they must have committed.
But you just see them.
Yeah, au momu juki meno.
Kokujana kujiru libero inje ba matut. Folk officer ko annuity.
When they would bring such people and I am in my absence, the officers would normally admit them.
And in your presence?
Yeah, folly.
In my presence, normally police bring in these remand prisoners. They take them over there to the remand wing.
In my presence, what I would see is normally the police bringing in remand prisoners, and they would just take them to the remand wing.
So when police bring prisoners, sometimes you are present, correct? That's what you just said.
Na ku police ko ngala ja anu aw no mabe nike yon rek nyanyame
Toku nya around inspection inside the yard.
Yes, sometimes it will coincide with when I go round inspection of the yard.
But how about when they bring detainees by the NIA or the junglers? Would you see it?
Ya kanja ku jongla ku ngalo wala NIA ku ngalo ano ku jo ku sof ku kultinta kon yo dikirit.
I had said it here and I've been saying it, that they would bring them usually in the night, and I'm always at home, I'm never present.
But sometimes they would bring them during the day, isn't it?
But what yake tuklara ku ngalle bukana kakili yakde.
But ko ngare nya kan han tulala ku ngarle. Ku je be di mena, ku je be di headquarters.
Even if they would bring them during the daytime, they go to the main yard and not to the headquarters.
So you are never informed about it.
Kankanan au kurigiriti nan konda ngurle ano kurigiriti.
Banira data de nene kusena sen liste ku jetlu. Nere from the beginning.
I have said it since the beginning that they would usually give me the list of those that they brought in.
You said the next day.
Yes, that's the next day.
Yes, the next day.
I am not talking about the next day. Are you aware in advance that they are coming to bring someone?
No,
you
are never aware.
No, whenever they brought them in already, that is the time they will give you the report that they had brought in somebody.
Okay. So, but what would give them access?
Just like a policeman prisoner call or a criminal prisoners call in the remand wing, the same applies to them.
Just like the way the police would bring their prisoners to the remand wing and then come back to take them away, that's the same thing that applies to all others that would bring prisoners there.
And the law provides for an admission procedure, doesn't it?
In essence,
from the beginning.
I have said it from the beginning that I do not have such control.
What don't you have control over?
Wakano budget control likely
Kamara kubeka jini mugo. So nya iba you control the control when you control them prison administration you control. But ina our buku kujetu membuko. You could return so nye pori beja chenga miche ai.
Because I am never informed as to when they are bringing in prisoners or when they are taking them away. What I know about and what I'm too concerned with is the administration of prison. So in the case these people bring in prisoners and take them away, who would I go and ask?
Are you aware of the provisions on admission, custody and removal of prisoners?
Nani mantamu manilwe yantane eregmi kueti engorle ano moneno tintakon tipo nano tekum kapure na kanao ma angol nabaji fanga fola tingi no manilwe bune sanke menoto
ima lwe sanke banire tate nyele baju sembe chila be ka control.
I know what the law says, but I have said it here that I have no powers to control how they would do it.
And I beam the weapon.
Someone that comes with a rifle and brought in somebody. How do you expect me to ask that person to return?
All I am driving at is
I know the law did not permit me to do that, but it's as if my hands were tied.
And who tied your hands?
I must have, No,
I said just example, not they tied my hands there.
Yes, as if my hands were tied.
And who put you in that condition?
Yeah, I'm a mom.
Your mom, you came out, could you look in Kola Commission? Then Madima Monde Jai. 1 month, Naperanane, Mujukumeno.
Usually I just see them bring in these people and I would call the minister, then inform him as to what is happening. Then the minister would also say, the way you see it, accept it that way and move on.
And which minister would that be?
A minister I'm mom.
Sonko?
Sonko.
Usman Sonko.
One Usman Sonko.
Would the minister tell you where he derived that authority from?
A minister I regret being about December. Inani mwonosa nujuke usofu mom.
Bara wana bana mfrimof. Nane mujiki meno receive more.
He has already cleared everything to say the way you see them, admit them that way. That is, receive them that way.
And where is the minister's authority to do so coming from?
Kama luwe minister yanabaji mamba akamomo bobo pulo.
Maybe if the minister can say that, I cannot. Because his advice would be, the way you see them, just receive them that way.
And this was normal procedure, wasn't it?
Normal procedure. But
I have said it here that it wasn't the normal procedure. But what do you expect me to do?
But this is what you guys were doing all the time, consistently.
So what do you expect us to do? When they bring somebody and just came and kept him.
What I expected you to do is to tell them that this is unlawful.
Like I said, people that they will bring in the night, and in the morning I'm given the list. Who would I go to ask?
The minister.
The minister
Because the minister already told me, the way you saw it, just accept it that way.
And you accepted it that way?
Because already.
I must accept because already they are admitted.
So you accept knowing that this is unlawful?
I have said it from the beginning that I know. But what would I do?
And by keeping these people, you became a party to unlawful detention of people.
I have accepted all, but what can I do? I have informed the minister, and he said the way you see them, accept them that way. What can I do?
The question I ask is, by accepting that, you became a participant in unlawful detention of people.
I have said it here.
Say it again.
That I cannot deny again with the people. What I can do is to inform the minister, and the minister intimated to me that I should keep them as the way they brought them.
In fact, these unlawful detentions happened very frequently.
In fact, uruka kajana kilwe njikane nya. Ukane ka watu watu njikane nya mo. No sani njikane.
Whenever they bring in a prisoner, we receive.
And you received without protest.
Nya au ya bukana kungaru kulu nentinta ko banu uisleri matiko waren kammo.
Are
we still repeating? Because that is what I've said.
Just answer the questions.
Yes.
I have said yes.
Yes, so just continue answering questions. That's the reason why you are here. Just listen to the question.
Okay. Right.
So your normal procedure was to receive these people and just keep them for as long as they want you to keep them.
Kama mi uboroka bolu mom jiro kameno. Au nankungala anokuseni. Ayengar ano mankono neno. Ayesef jo ukulutinta kon. Mantebe wata buku sumi buko. Nikujo kubili mankoni upureno kitini upureno. Momo jiro kameno.
Poro modi. We
must have to work that way. They are the ones that will bring them, and they will know the time they need them. So we must work that way.
And you cede the prison, you cede the authority to deal with these people to the NIA and to the junglers and to the minister.
Mu kan woja kutawo ku prisoner ujamo di ku NIA di ku jongolas manji kan momo ku prisoner
ye kajamano kanara kanu jamano di NIA nyo jamoro di NIA na ku jelle mu kinje manjiriti.
There has never been an agreement between myself and the NIA because whenever they bring them in, I am not informed.
So tungono jamor,
so there could not be any consensus between us.
The
place that I can lodge my complaint is to the minister, and the minister will request or will always ask me to accept them the way I see them.
You could have asked for a warrant.
This is what I said. The time they used to come. It's in the night. And they will be armed. Well armed. And they will come with prisoners. Keep him here.
But David, isn't it the fact that you established a system to aid the government to illegally detain people?
Nana David, can't you often do me move fufu? Mbi mu yamari go masakunda mbi ngole kuna hikukul bukana kwa balu sentimo.
You had Jimbo who would always go to receive these people, give themselves and make sure that they are detained.
Bana mo baje Jimbo o atmeja be ngurle buku e yabe buku ma ngara ruri siselas ma akuli.
That is true, isn't it?
As the operation time,
he was the operations. If he admit them already, then he comes and report to me.
And he would be doing that under your direction?
If those were my directions, I wouldn't have called and reported to the minister. I would call the minister and inform him that they've brought some people, and when they brought them in, I wasn't present. But
was Jimbo acting?
Had received them.
Was Jimbo acting unlawfully?
Jimbo na wana rokenya kakaje na luwe mante.
We came back to the same place. I do not have the power. Where they bring in prisoners and the way I told the minister, and he insists that I should work as per what they would request.
And the minister, as you said, insisted that you should work as per their request. Did you comply?
And a minister come and reg me no. A minister nyaregi matiko au manosa na aseni frimaf. No wara come for na manaregi me no. Nya una areg nya mom au no sanso.
A minister fanje regom. Be ku jelo jum ko prisa. Bare madi man jaw meno.
What I usually tell them.
Ano ponarego be
the question is, did you comply?
Of course.
Yes, the reason why they were still admitted.
You complied and went along with the minister's request.
Because he was my boss. I do not have any other place to go to.
And complain.
And complain.
And you also instructed those under you to accept them when they come, isn't it?
Of course, for come
yes, it must happen that way because that is where they brought them.
So for instructing
then I will instruct them to say, do what they say because they are armed. If you want to question them too much, whatever the consequence you may face, you ask for it.
And before they receive them, you inform them they are coming, comply.
Yeah. Bana ko be yak buko kan ko muri ngorle aw nonu senem furima noni ha ko bi jaaji mangde parce que sipumbe ko ke
of course yes
in trouble
because I do not want my officers to be in trouble.
Thank you very much.
Nana baraka David,
you spent a whole day yesterday denying that you ever gave instructions for people to receive prisoners.
Nane fuken bala tulu ngare ka nyosora ngone aw mustu sen furim me bu ko prison officer kambe tentame yoli mbi ko ngone ku song man ko ngar boko kokul
I do not say that. What I said I
and when repeat in your jack pop
and that is what I repeated today as well.
I
have no powers to insist because the time they come is in the night and I'm usually not there.
You'll be with my family.
I will be with my family.
Yes, but you would give instructions.
Ane banu sene sene yamare takmi kulati de.
Nisanke sa nene tamiji nyoso de buku. Well armed.
That you don't argue with these people because they are well armed.
And what Jimbo said,
And Jimbo wana rek mdire.
that you would call him and give him instructions, it's true.
And I won't call the telephone musenol yamare. Manatu mekane na buku kurillo.
Achila mata ajam nire go be very careful with buku kubijat.
Isn't that he did not hear when I said he has to be very careful when these people comes in?
But yesterday you denied ever calling Jimbo to give him instructions.
No, awa na manjoro.
And if you can no nubalambala ne musutu wonku Jimbo bese no furim.
Mwana ya bese no furim. Miseni furim ko tuku janjam. Onye ibe kolo pirwa.
I would not call him. Already what I told them, they all know, and he should know better. So why should I call him?
Well, you just accepted that you would instruct him, Jimbo, to accept them.
Nane bala awra genya mede tate ngoni awu sing from of Jimbo muno buku pija tamanyo sori buko akamman kumang meno awra
Jimbo
genya
mate o era 24/7 mante na wala.
Jimbo, would he work 24/7 or would he close at some point?
Because nana wala mchebuka or senior officers kokuro.
Immediately he closes, there would be other senior officers to take over.
Nyeba dress general nan anane am duties a prison na sorry ana ku jetlum.
I made a general address that whosoever would be on duties and they bring any other person here,
utawjat onu furu ujaw manjinyo so wonan bajum awnyew.
If you willfully and arrogantly refuse to accept whatever you got as consequence, in fact you needed it.
Would a refusal by a prison officer to admit a person who arrives in the prison without a paper, without the correct paper, would you call that arrogant?
nya aw diketa de aw bu koroka ko le prison officer ko le kulatja engare ano kulaken tintekon ba mate ko ngalot kayit ka semis e kayise mate ko ko wala wana kuneno tintekon kulatja mom yo apu rek mate ko ka furi
Bani regere nene buku man ku bile meno je accepte parce que ni sanke sayde
I told them
the minister
generally that the way these people come in, accept them, because I had already spoken to the minister.
and the minister wonene kan ni man ku jala meno.
And the minister advised that I should accept as the way they came in.
You be over problem between the kuchila.
Before there would ensure a problem between yourself and them.
But you did not stop there. You established a system whereby you would call Jimbo and instruct him that they are coming, and he would go and receive them.
Nane barora mom kaya marak mumne banu isi ngurungo ma Jimbo atmekane kubija na yabil banjan na atebi tanat meteboli
Irege ti imang be rego mamany.
Where I want you to understand is that
One year sankem general in the parade anana janjam.
where I spoke at the parade, generally everybody heard me.
Ya nyibena ikolo kwa.
So why should I call him again?
To inform him so that he can go back to the prison.
To inform you ko
It was Jimbo that would usually inform me that these people are here.
And I say okay, fine.
And I will usually give them okay and say yes, fine.
Do you put them in cells?
And would ask if he had already put them in cells, and he would answer in the affirmative. I've already put them in the cells.
Finish. That's all right.
But how would Jimbo know that he has to go to the prison to admit them when they arrive at night?
Na Jimbo oka obula manjemeno matiko ona wara lan bidiru prison fokarai puma bangal na angol na yabbo ko ma anneni bidiru prison.
Nabila bin inspection.
He usually goes to the prisons for inspection.
At night?
Yes.
Parai.
Yes.
Never right,
he has those rights.
And it coincides with the time when they are bringing in people?
Na pile mibeja beka inspector kedo diru kasoe no kambore mbuko pope ngaleoli bukana.
David, you are going back to the lies. Be careful.
David, aumbela ngi beba kagajo rek na ukonu.
Look, nyewira genya wabajom.
What I'm saying here is what I'm
saying. Telephone my gino of the kama. Oh, ajeja matoki rodo ma admiti. Fine.
Why should I place a call to my Guinea officer when he goes there and meet with them and admit them. That is okay. He knows his work.
These things happen at night, correct?
Sometimes
Sometimes they come in the afternoon and he would come to my office and inform me.
That what?
That new admission.
That we had new admissions. And a list would be given to me.
And when they come at night?
They come at night.
Usually I'll be in my house.
And he would, where would he be?
Aimba.
Oh, Jumbo.
Jimbo nyima nyibana lakem. Mante omro inspection mantale inspector mante omusindela imanjiri.
Usually I don't know whether he is at the yard on inspections or in his.
He says you would call him and ask him to go to the prison. Are you forgotten or you lying?
I said that Jimbo had never called me.
I've said it here.
I've said it here.
But
you are insisting that he called me.
No, we are not saying Jimbo called you. We are saying you called Jimbo. Him to go to the prison and receive new admission. It would be in your power to do so.
I have said it here that whenever comes, I would not be informed. So how would I call him and say there are people there he should go?
So Jimbo lied against you on this. Let's us hear what Lamin Sow, Jimbo had to say about this. Ovivan, could you play his testimony? Listen.
The punishment was done by a particular directive or individual?
It was done by a particular directive, an individual, and that is the head of state. Because
I want the video about the admission of inmates into the prison, not the video on punishment. I think it's part 2 of his testimony, and it is timestamp 031 to 7. But move it, yes, from 031 to 7. Ovivan, are we together? Can I have confirmation from the Ovivan? This is the video of Lamin Sow, that's provided this morning. Well, I am not hearing from the Ovivan, Mr. Chair. I'm not sure they're communicating with... Okay, thank you.
Unless maybe after the personnel who escort them, the NIA personnel who escort them, when they leave, that's the time they can steal and tell you that this and this is what I am alleged for. And they are kept at the security wing. Normally, they don't come with enough clothes, you see. So, and they are not given right to visits, and they don't go to court because you don't know when they will be needed to court. You will be there keeping them until when they say release Mr. X, you release him, or when they say take Mr. X to court, or when the NIA themselves comes for them.
Mr. Sow, was it lawful to actually detain these persons in the prisons?
No, it was unlawful.
Could you stop it there? Could you stop it there for now? Do you agree with him?
Yes, but I said it here.
All right. Proceed, please. Play the video. Continue.
This, as prison wardens, it was above us. But some of them will be there until their clothes will be even worn out. It is we, the prison officers, who will manage and get them clothes and give them.
Mr. Saw, was it also lawful to admit them without any documentation?
No, it was unlawful. It was unlawful, but it was the order of the day. It was very unlawful.
Could you stop it there? Is that also true?
Yes. I said it here.
Okay, proceed, please.
Warrant.
Did any of you officers try to actually not admit any of these persons when they were brought into the prisons at any time?
Not to my knowledge, madam. Because if you try to do so, you will have a serious problem in those days.
Like?
Is that the end of the video? Proceed, please.
If you are lucky that you are fired from your job, you thank God. Because I was not present in 2007, but I was informed that one Ibrahim Sise, he was a sergeant then, who works at with the drug squad at this present moment. One time, rejected a lung when he was taken, lung tombong, when he was taken by these NIA officers and brought back, or junglers, I don't know. When he was brought back, Sise does not want to accept him back because it was against our standard procedures. If a prisoner is in a certain standard, you have to ask for his medical papers or you request that let him be taken to the hospital. You see, when he rejected, they nearly shoot him and he ended up losing his job.
Could you stop it there? Who sacked Sise?
Jimbo. I mean so.
But in your statement, you told us he was sacked by the NIA. If you want, I can read out the sentence for you.
That is what Gimbo has said here.
But you told the investigators that Ibrahim Sise was sacked by the NIA. And you could not do anything about it. Look at paragraph 23 of your statement. Can you read it? Paragraph 23, page 8. Read it. Or you want me to? Yes. Okay, let me read it for you and you follow. You will confirm to me that it's right. Yankuba Baji once called me when he was the director of NIA and informed me that he was not pleased with the actions of one of my officers who refused to hand over an inmate to his officers. However, he further informed me that they dealt with him. The prison staff was subsequently dismissed by the NIA and I couldn't do anything because there was a circular sent out by the president giving powers to the NIA to take over authority of the prisons from the police.
Yes.
That is your statement, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
But now you're telling us that it was Jumbo who sacked Ibrahim Sise.
Yeah?
No, I never say so.
I must have been dreaming.
Jimbo, on about pump. Injem the commander.
I am the commandant. What powers would Jimbo have to dismiss anybody from the work?
But that's what that is what you just said.
Is it what Jimbo said or what I said?
You just told the commission that Jimbo sacked Ibrahim Sise.
No, but it's spelled out here.
I do not say.
Jimbo Abaji an officer. I'm the commanding officer.
Jimbo has no powers to dismiss any officer.
Okay, then you made a mistake when you said it was Jimbo.
Where have I stated it was Jimbo in my statement? I do not have it there.
I didn't say it here in my statement, and he made it very clear. Nobody should play with these people when they come.
And Jimbo himself had made it very clear that nobody dares. And that I've also said here.
David, you just told the commission, okay, by yourself, that Jimbo sacked Ibrahim Asise.
Jimbo sacked an officer.
Okay, you may have made a mistake. If you did say so.
I have clearly put in my statement.
Section 23.
Yes.
And
who sacked Ibrahim Asise?
Yeah, I'm not sorry, Ibrahim Asise.
Ibrahim Asise was sacked by the NIA.
He was sacked by the NIA.
Did the NIA have power to sack Ibrahim Asise?
Well, in that condition,
I do not have any powers in that situation.
Let us hear Jimbo continue, please.
All the officers, it can be said that one stood up on his ground and said he would not admit a detainee.
Yes, he said.
And because of that, he was fired from his job. You've also told us that the detainees were treated in a special way.
Yes.
In that special way, can you tell us where were they detained in the prisons?
They were detained at the maximum security wing. The special way I am referring to is that they are not privileged to have visits like other prisoners, and they are not privileged also to have outside food because they are not convicted. You know, like the remand prisoners from their family members that will keep them going, and some of them even you cannot even take them to the hospital because you know it's a risk.
Is that true?
I heard what he said and I've seen it.
Is it true?
But it
is true.
They have their own
Even
command.
myself, I have said it here, that you cannot control these people because they had their own command.
So would you say that Jimbo was a truthful witness?
Yeah, Jimbo, what ak sedi na simidire tu analegen kurim kalegen tu na regidire.
What I saw is what he said.
And
that was what was going on there. Okay. I have admitted same.
Okay. Now, let us hear the video of Jimbo, the second part of his testimony, started from the very beginning of the video, where he talked about where he received his orders and directions. Vivan, could you play that video, please?
And would you also say that the punishment was done?
This is not the video that I'm asking for, the Vivan. It is the video that was supplied this morning, and it is part 2 of Mr. Jimbo's testimony, and it's just the beginning of the testimony. If you don't have it, indicate to me that you don't have it, then I'll figure out a way to proceed. I'll leave that and move on. Jimbo said you would come to them and tell them that you received instructions from State House to do one thing or another. Is he lying?
Nane Jimbo barigedire nane awejo bebo buko murege ko awu numu baji amare ka big epullo State House
Is he lying?
Because the office of NIA, you am in the office of the president, but the NIA, they have their own headquarters.
That was not true, because they thought the NIA was under the office of the president, but no, the NIA had their own office.
And wasn't the NIA under the office of the president?
Yeah, NIA bukule di Kanyanakati State House.
What I said is that
you are under the office of the command of the president.
NIA had
police the same, army the same.
Please limit yourself to the question you are asked.
We NIA na mwe Kenya na ureke NIA tamburimbu baba ku police. Ane mante NIA ku yoli di State House. The State House ku yingemi.
Obviously, fail korodi.
Obviously, that is where they.
In my police, you are India. You are the government.
Just like how the prisons were under me, and it was also under the government.
Look, David, please answer the question. Wasn't the NIA under the president's office?
Everybody knows that.
But you just said that they were thinking that the NIA was under the president's office, but they have a different office. What is that?
NIA president office. Mokami ban ko kuma nyoti ko NIA officially yebuto ban nyame nyampo no no wanyoti ko NIA dikanya ke State House gondo ko yingemi nani kama nya furu feno mangwere.
It's a chain of command.
I would move on.
Yeah.
All right. Was it false?
Pardon?
Was it false, or was he lying when Jimbo said you would be the one to call him and he would leave his home at night to go to the prison to receive the detainees?
Nane nya wanjimba rek nane on huwon ko fukaray ma prouve sindolo ma jobe prison be jobe yabbu ko bokan ko mangi sofu jinen tintakon ka gajo
boni regrettate nene wo bajo.
I said that here that has never happened.
Okay, we would move on. And now let's talk about your odd list.
Now kimika iti ku police kan kapoemi kankonemi oddly.
Who were your odd lists between 2010 and 2016?
Regularly bukemo kom oddly kabiri 2016 10 mantebe 16.
Remember go to the passage you can change.
I cannot remember their names because we used to have changes. Not all of them that I can remember.
Tell us those you can remember.
Now regularly can you follow me?
One pure. It's sunny, something sunny, dal.
Something sunny, you said?
Yeah, pure, something pure sunny.
Where is he from?
Exactly.
I don't know
he's a
where
prison
he's
officer.
from, but he was a prison officer.
Would he be from Buyam?
No, I cannot remember.
I cannot remember.
Did he attend Sangajor school?
Nabibila ko karangi Sangajor school.
I
am saying I cannot know.
Would he be called Lamin Sane?
Can't okwonke Lamin Sane.
But I know his name is Sane.
Yes, maybe they would refer to him as Lamin Sane. All I can say is his surname was Sane.
And who else?
The Aimba.
I cannot remember them all.
You cannot remember them. But this Sane person, Lamin Sane, he would stand out. He is one you would remember.
Yes, appear to me as only.
Because he was the one that spent most time.
And you put them or continue with the other head of department.
Even when I left, he continued to be an orderly to the other head of the department.
And your orderlies, what are their duties?
Yeah, I'm orderly kubuku. Welcome, Brokaboli.
Escorting
Escorting, when I am to go out, then I will go with them in the vehicle, on board the vehicle.
And they would work directly for you, isn't it?
Because they are my orderlies?
Yes, because they were my orderlies.
So they are attached to you?
Only no jam or the aboso kajawar.
But that is the work of an orderly. Wherever you hear about an orderly, that is it. He will always be with the boss.
So wherever you went, they would go with you.
Not all.
Not all times.
Because you need a conference.
Sometimes I will go attending conferences. And for that, we cannot go together.
You would send them, you would ask them to do other things for you?
But he's my orderly.
But they are my orderly. What are their work?
You see, I don't have the privilege of an orderly. So I want the commission to understand what orderlies do. Will you tell us?
Everybody knows the duties of
but outside the country,
it's under me. But if I'm going outside the country, I go alone.
David, we are talking about Gambia. We are not talking about outside the country. But anyway, for what it's worth, your orderly would not have the right to go and perform other duties without your authorization. Is that correct?
Odleo ammi dikanya na koli ta abajutu sembe bejo be ya kanwa foke wana center.
But general duties general duties where in jomuro o ledo ku sola jatu ponko kone jaw urakuwe.
But there are general duties. If either I am around or not, if they need him, they will call him and say, come and a job would be assigned to him to do.
David, be honest.
David Utiling.
There are people listed for general duties. Is that not true?
Is
that not true? Is that not the case?
Prison is open. General duties, at least they are under me.
Exactly.
The other duties is general duties over there.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, and the two don't mix. They don't.
Their responsibilities differ.
But when emergency call, they join and work.
But when there is an emergency, they would join and work.
And who would decide that?
The officer in charge, the yard, a soldier.
The officer in charge at the yard.
A soldier be the shortage of officers.
Where he I will ask him to go and join because he would sit in the office without doing a work.
Me, he's my
So when your orderlies would leave their orderly duties to go and perform some other task, you would be the one to decide that. Is that not the case?
Yes, if a request is sent to me, I would ask him to go.
Would your orderly have the authority to leave and go and perform other duties without your authorization?
That orderly pop na budge sembe man beka katembroka bana ware makandi awo but ko ammi at orderly oli ma jobe kambrok bake na budge sembe akilia.
Of officers. I made it clear.
I've made it clear here that whenever a request is sent to me that they had a shortage in men, I would ask him to go.
So what I want to establish is you are the person with the sole authority to move an orderly from your service to go and perform some other duty.
Nane yona mbeki isentate. Nane batiko au kue tudi kanya nakia kom. Am odlo am di kanya nakia. Au ngol semba ida au mambu pure no di kanya nakia mono na ja kambro kubake.
Yes. Kuru kesia mako no kusola sola. Nene ajo?
Yes, upon request.
Thank you very much.
Nana baraka David.
And in 2011, Baba Job was admitted in hospital, wasn't he?
Nani nya immediately 2011. Baba Job no koba finte no di lopitani.
You want me to admit lopitan so many times?
Yes, in fact, so many times.
And on the last occasion before he died, he was admitted in hospital.
Nani bara hani benja funaka falla bang bala obe ket. O mdu di lopitani mana finte.
Ade. Na admit several times e jawna liñu.
Nani hani funaka falla bang bala obe ket.
Ani rego mo follow majam.
I am saying that Baba Job had been admitted several times. He would be admitted, discharged, admitted again, discharged several times.
Ultimately, he died at the hospital.
Yes.
And when he was admitted to the hospital, he had to be guarded by a prison officer, correct?
Yes.
And in the prison, your officers are divided into categories, correct?
Bando prisone ko officer koli ko ba baje ni momu di place.
Some performed orderly duties, correct?
Kaku broka be orderly ko kanemi.
Correct?
Mo.
Yes,
some performed escort duties.
Correct? General duties. We call it general duties.
Some performed escort duties, correct?
Escort duties
Yes, all is on general duties.
All right. And some would remain in the yard to guard and deal with the prisoners, correct?
Yes.
And for each day you have a duty roster.
Roster per week, not daily.
The roster is drafted weekly and not daily.
And you apply the roster. You applied what is in the roster for that particular week, correct?
No, duties your unit officer correspondent could prepare names of prisoners and I'm one rock.
The junior officers are responsible for drafting the roster and also assigning prison officers where they should be.
And when Baba Job was in hospital, he was assigned an officer who would sit here and guard, correct?
Baba Job ko basafare ko babonye officer aware ma poyo dori lopitani mojo meno
mo wara jawko panyo kan ma yeke gado.
That is how it's supposed to be. If not, who would be there to?
And if the guards were to be changed, you would know about it.
Nya kanya pop ko be falling anaware ma poyo do agada ware ma poyo do ware no manji dum
roster ko kuma nyumandi ba offer manje bayta offer ana po afum ba ko replace.
They go by the roster. They would know who would be on off duties and who would not. So if one is on off duties, they know who should replace.
Okay, but if they are to completely change the roster, can they do it without you?
Nya buko kumanja ngolongoleng ko kan ku falling you au ba manjut.
Of course.
Yes, they can. Of course.
How?
Their work.
Buma.
Ene broko boli because ku need ya ni mireng tade kuni jara officer.
Like I said
okay, John B. Umala Hutate, Ajawa assisti.
when they are short of men and they need men, I will usually say, okay, before my orderly will be sitting here uselessly, go and assist them.
And did you do that when Baba Job was in hospital?
Baba Job monu kameno na afinto mini lopitani.
Yes, when they changes, they do changes.
Usually do some changes.
And did you instruct your orderly to go and guard Baba Job at the hospital?
Tu sense free of ku orderly kiyambe kujo ku poi Baba Job di lopitani.
But I made it very clear. The next person goes.
I made it very clear here. Whenever an officer goes on off duties, then the next person takes over.
Did you instruct your orderly to go and guard Baba Job while he was in hospital?
Ane wana mambe manje matiko no sense free ma ku orderly.
The instruction when
man ku jo yo Baba lopitani man ku poi Baba Job dana finto mini lopitani.
We instruct when
What I instructed was,
officer Kunidia an officer.
Where officers need another officer,
Gap.
Where they have a gap,
senior officer majam a guard.
Then I will ask them to use the senior officer to go and conduct the guard.
Because sometimes we having escape at the hospital.
Because sometimes we have escape at the hospital.
David, you are changing your testimony.
No, but it's the same.
But listen, you said where there is instruct your orderly
yes.
to go. On this particular occasion, did you instruct your orderly to go and guard Baba Job?
Of course.
Good.
We need senior officers to be there.
Thank you very much. And you know very well that guarding a prisoner at the hospital is not of your orderly.
Eja be poi na jute de lopitani kantu brok bati orderly here.
Orderly is an officer. Orderly is an officer. Anywhere you can be taken.
Abdullah Colley.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. So you know I know you. Guarding a prisoner at the hospital is not the duty of an orderly.
It's to me.
A poi a prisoner di lopitani dana muna fintwe kantu brok bati orderly.
But to me, whether you are an orderly or whoever you are.
To me, whosoever I trusted to go and do a job or perform the duties would go, whether you are an orderly or not.
So because you are a prison officer.
Because you are a prison officer.
So you trusted Lamin Sane.
Your
orderly.
Because of the position he held.
Yes, because the position he held.
And not only that, because you worked very closely with him.
Nani kantu matiko makame na kumire bare au midila min koli brokabulu jilaf ju wakaro ku fang.
Brok only
an
you jilaf fang.
Close only for he will be close to it because for one
one must be very close to your orderly because you would call him and be sending him to do some errand.
Exactly. So you trusted him, he was close to you, so you sent a job.
I love me. The king na kanu know me. He come mu bonyo mambaja aja poi Baba Job na mana fintere lopetane.
Yes.
And it was not his job to be going to guard a prisoner at the hospital. His job was to guard you.
Mambaja a poi a prisoner na man no mana fintere lopetane. Au mambotanka.
No, he's there to guard me.
He is
only
as your personal assistant, providing both security and other services.
When I come to Mile 2, I don't need security. But I go of my own.
But when you leave Mile 2, you don't need security.
I don't go with they all stay. I go alone. I even drive myself to go home.
All right. So on this particular occasion, you sent him to Mile you sent him to RVTH to guard Baba Job. It was not his job. You sent him there only because you trusted him. Is that not the case?
Very clear.
I have said it here, very clear.
Officer, and you trust him?
An officer I trust.
I will assign you to do a job. And his job that you assigned him was to be at the hospital at night, and when the junglers come, he leaves them to go and kill Baba Job. That's the job you gave him.
Mkonone kaini na kanuyi no baji mili sane mo kaminu bonyo.
Monre mante achila reg sane. Nane tendre go fo.
Was it Sane that said this?
I am putting it to you that that is what you did.
Nane okay seni comme mano reg none au msane au nuyi no ni mo kaminu bonyo. Mambaja poi.
You told
Maja
him.
poi. Maja poi Baba Job.
Ko mang aloya sanken.
No, don't money jabe nya no. I say go ahead.
I am telling you that is what you did.
Nane okay seni mandiko. Ujuku jamu bon sane.
You told him to ask Angolans to come in and kill Baba Job.
Au baseni ro furu mandiko ajo bebe fukara kapoya ke Baba Job. Barku jo awumbu bunga mambiku jo ngone ku buj Baba Job dan ram mana fintwe.
Na nare go fo.
Nane okay seni.
David, stop pretending you heard me. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, what I'm saying.
You asked your orderly to stay away so that the junglers can come in and kill Baba Job.
Where do I say that? Was it Sane that told you this?
It does not.
No, but
that is what you did.
Very concerned because in the order.
He must have informed you who gave him the order. But then you just woke up and said this was what happened. Who told you that?
You gave him that order, didn't you?
I never gave him that order. The order I gave him was for him to go and perform his duties as a guard.
But he was not a guard.
But I can't a guard.
He was your orderly.
I was a guard before.
Because you did not trust him. You sent in your order. He would tell on you. You ordered him to give way for the junglers. Listen to this statement. Full day. I was briefed by Director General David Colley that I should report to the hospital on duty through a telephone conversation, knowing that it was only Baba Kajali Job who was admitted. This doubted me very well, putting into consideration my role as an orderly. I felt that this was Sif's job. This keeps lingering in my mind. And I was having different thoughts as to why me.
Well,
you gave the answer, you trusted him. That is why you chose him.
Of course.
Good. And then he went on to, listen, yes, then he went on to say, I graciously left for the hospital, and there I found 2 prison officers.
Nane mo na ito meneno ma ajobe lopitan na rimi lopitan na tok bako prison officer ko gaba.
One of them, Inspector Ismaila.
Amokare so Inspector Ismaila.
And I took over from him, solely giving me more guesswork.
Nane no mona ngami awale mi Ismaila man o seno mi burakam bonaware makan.
You sent him there alone.
Aw kebo musene mbango na ja kamburaka bakilia.
To be the sole guard for Baba Job.
Mambakan o kebo pat aware ma poy Baba Job funa kafakilia.
And he went on to say,
la continue manane.
As if I am being sacrificed by DG Colley for Baba Job to escape from me.
Nani mante ofo manasof me wana au ba sacrifice puma mi Baba Job ango na pak di kunya na kola.
That is what he thought.
O monos awonorede.
O mona wono meno.
O moka misi wonore sola.
That is what he thought.
O mona wonore.
Nene o di ko wono kola.
But he did not know you had a much more sinister plan.
Nani amanji fa au mon ke fere yake yeto yanu manje yono baje.
And this is what happened.
He
says, I was with Baba Job in his private block up to around 11 p.m. After the final checkup of the doctor, he told me there are mosquitoes in the room and would want to spray the room. I sprayed with him and went out for a while. Around midnight, we went inside and Baba went to his bed and covered himself.
Watati 12 Baba na lambido kale ende dana finto mi leola ma finto banda fimur mi ni leola.
Not long, my phone rang. I received the call. But it wasn't clear. So I decided to go out. And I noticed it was David Colley's voice. Asking me to let those coming for Baba Job to get into the room. And that time of the night, this overlapped with my encounter with the group, almost 7 men. And they asked, where is he? I told them he is sleeping. And amongst the men, I recognize one Fuller man by the name Oya. He lived with us at Hamza Barracks. They all went in except one person who was there monitoring me. After some time, they left. And I went into the room and noticed the position of Baba was changed. And I found him tilted flat on his back, which was a different position from his previous position before the coming of these people. I was there waiting till in the morning when the doctor came. Knowing what had happened the previous night. I was inquisitive to hear from the doctor. I asked what happened. But he did not utter a word to me. He was taken to the mortuary And I went back to the prison where I informed the operation commander so that Baba passed away, though I didn't disclose to anyone what I saw.
Jepo no in la mebe prison iri mi rek director so mini no Baba na let bare ire gut hani an o kebo nirege.
As for the DG David Colley,
DG David Colley,
up to this day and time, he has not uttered or mentioned this issue to me. He pretends as if nothing happened. And on top of all this, he was as cruel like an animal towards me. That is what you did, David Colley.
This is what he said.
That was what he said.
Mr. Chair, Council, just for the record, whose statement was that? I don't think I heard it at the beginning. And what's the date?
I will come to that. This is the statement of your Audley Lamin Sane, the person you sent to RVTH.
Nane kurima kana karanya tu kurima kana o no film o no bonmi be RVTH Lamin Sane
to stand aside and allowed the junglers to kill Baba Jobe.
Mambaja jum man kana kapoina ndio bar bu ko kuriyo ja na woni burunga man ku jo ku ngolen ku buj Baba Jobe.
You never thought he would say a word.
Bara musutu mira mate ko
You are a murderer, David Colley.
Nane David Colley awa buja.
You participated in the killing of Baba Jobe.
None of manji buj Baba Jobe.
As to what you've said. As to what you said and as to what your thoughts are.
Yes, I
have answered. I said as per your...
Are you going to allow me to talk? That Audley had no business being at RVTH at 11 o'clock at night.
Nane Audley Lamin Sane. But haji bejo bekan brokabola babu RVH. What at 11 fukarai? Brokabola was sent to.
According to a shift. A shift, or he going by the shift. Night, they go at that time.
Night would report that time.
He is an Audley, or he was an Audley, and had no business being at RVTH at night.
Nani broka bola Audley, bola Audley la kenen kan.
You cannot dispute that he was present when Baba Jobe was killed. Can you dispute that?
No, I'm not saying that. Okay.
Nani matetungo nulati mateko kana ngula kume buje Baba Jobe amatut. Al obaleto. O Lamin Larege.
You cannot dispute that Lamin Sane was at RVTH guarding Baba Jobe when he was killed.
Nani mate pungo nulat pungo ubalang mateko Lamin Sane fana kana kubuji me Baba Jobe. O ay lebo kapoya fukarai. You
cannot dispute that, can you?
I would not, because he was the one that was sent there to be the guard.
And you are the one who sent him there.
But
that's what I'm saying, that I trusted him.
Yes, you trusted him because you believed that he would not tell this story against you. That's why you selected him. That is why you removed the guard who was on duty.
Nane ane Lamin Sane na rindo mloptane oba purene agada la kutume agado ba je man o a replace agado
boni regre nene roster is prepared by the junior officers there.
But like I said, the roster is always prepared by the junior officers.
But Lamine Jala Belopta, I know of it.
But Lamin going to the hospital, I know about it.
No, you did not only know of it, David. Don't try to minimize it. You ordered him to go there.
Yes, I know, because when he ordered he know that he's going.
Exactly, and you have no business. You have no business ordering anybody to go guard duties at hospitals unless it is for special needs, on special occasions. That is true, isn't it? And this was a special occasion. It was a special operation.
As to what you say. What I asked him to do was to go and guard.
Because the trust that I have in him.
Because the trust I had in him.
That is precisely the point.
I perform to that.
Now, if he do not perform, and he did not inform me,
other senior officers.
Then he goes to other senior officers and tells me, why didn't he inform me? Because I was the one that sent him there.
You sent him there for a purpose.
Purpose is to guard.
The purpose was to guard.
Baba already had a guard. You sent somebody you trusted. That is true, isn't it? You sent somebody you trusted.
Yes.
And
because
yes,
no more again, he trusted him to be there.
Yes.
Because to guard.
Yes, just hear me out, just hear me out. It was important for you to send someone you trusted. Is that not the case?
That is what I'm saying. When they requested for an officer, I asked him to go.
Okay, but 2 days before, they needed an officer. You did not see the need to remove your guard, your orderly, to send him there, did you?
Nane bala kuna kugaba bala funa kafakilia. Kusola agad. Bale au buju to sola ujuko tumateko sola mambungar ananuma nyununi no yinin. Mboj ka film di o mambaja aja poi funa kafakilia.
But in the very clear.
I have said it very clear here.
Trust I had
on him was
you trusted that he would keep his mouth shut.
That is left to him, because what I sent him to do was to conduct guard.
You trusted that as directed, he would step aside and allow the junglers to come in and finish Baba Job.
As to what he said, because I never sent him to do that.
Well, you never sent him to do that.
We supposed to come to the prison.
I did not
to the hospital.
I did not ask him
David,
to let anybody.
David, you would not accept that you were complicit to murder. You would never accept that.
No, but the thing when you accept it.
But that is clearly what you did. Oya confessed that it was him and other junglers who murdered Baba Job. Just exactly what the witness said.
That is what I'm saying. When I was informed that Baba Job has passed on
by the nursing officer. No, wait,
not interested in what you did after Baba Job has died. What we are interested in is what you did before Baba Job was killed. And let's focus on that.
No, we officer.
Nane buroka ban kambi kom frima fanu semmi bala baba be let.
Officer ni boy magad.
I only sent an officer to conduct the guards.
And you asked him to step aside.
Nya guardian no rego mi no son abuku kupija be buje baba jo na anges mamba
step aside
I never asked him to step aside.
What did you ask him?
Kama wanu bonyo.
And on the second call?
Yeah, wanu call me.
I didn't call.
Thank you very much.
You call.
I think.
I did not call. Why should I call?
I think the evidence is here, and the commission would make up its findings on this particular issue.
Well, I think
I have no further questions for the witness. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Council. And just a procedural point for you. That statement is going to be submitted as an exhibit.
Yes, I was going to wait for the questioning to finish, but may I ask for permission to exhibit it?
Please go ahead.
Exhibit 140. Exhibit 140, if that is accepted, Mr.
The request is absolutely accepted.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
And commissioners, if you have any questions, please so indicate. But before that, Mr. Colley, can you just confirm that you were Director General during the month of November 2014?
Nani nya balama asen ku commissioner man ko kenyi on compte aw David aw la ko mi director general di flenga fang ko mi November 2014.
Yes.
When the Human Rights Commission of the Council of the United Nations in Geneva sent a special rapporteur on torture and summary executions, who was it who gave orders to deny them access to the security wing?
Nani wana mambe kenyi emi buku kankurage human right nang kupulo mi babu Geneva be deru prison kurumbe kujoko kuye baje mi ku prison ak e bujeyoli e tekeoli e kane wonjo kuta akam ana semi from mante ko le data le kuno kembedo mambe ko wala ko kambra ka bola ayma the security win
the ministry just allowed them to come in and we accepted them.
No, not just accepting them. I said, who denied them access to the security wing until they had to cut short their visit.
Nane ayma balang buko e wonoli mame ko jobederu security win. Comme ko bilmi ko security ko win ko mange be jombe ko manji wakani domi eteke ye jakuta e buje bukanak abaje mi do waka ayma balang me jaay e wonoli mame ko wujbedo.
Team Kujalo with the agencies in the under the government, Kajala Bureau, ministry, they are involved.
They came as a team. With
yes, they came as a team.
Agencies and the ministry were involved.
So,
so they were given where they could stop.
Mr. Chair.
Yeah, please go.
Yes, my apologies. I just omitted one point and kindly indulge me to just deal with it.
Please,
David,
proceed.
Your administration of the prison was the worst administration in the history of the Gambia Prison Service. Would you accept that?
Nan au runge yeti place di prison. He come place no manje me femme ne jakati dire Gambia.
As to
what you say.
prisons in a horrible state. Is that not the case?
Confinement is a place where they keep prisoners. So, building you don't talk.
I found that building there.
But so horrible was the place that it shocked the new government when they visited the prisons.
Confinement you ni sangari fang hani mansakunda yankulawe kufan kuwolo wolo nan kubimu kunuke mbedo be juk nan kulembokana.
I am not referring to confinement, I am referring to the entire prison. You kept it in such a horrible condition that it shocked the new government when that is true, isn't it?
And the condition man ka sangare ko
do tu comme
do tu yara go chew man de condition man ka sangare.
Was it the conditions of the prisons or was it the hardship?
I don't understand. What is the...
He said we should ask you the question as to what do you mean? Do you mean the conditions of the prisons or the hardship?
Both. The conditions of the prisons and the hardships. The hardship was produced by the conditions.
Manumara meno moka do kolia nya tu man kolia meno di man lokom kamara sangara momo mona merege.
Prison in your
I do not own the prisons.
It's a government.
The government owns it.
We are talking about
request funds through renovation.
If you request funds for renovation,
but to no avail,
and the funds are not.
David, it is true, you did what Jame wanted you to do.
David,
keep the prisons in such a horrible state that it would be the 5-star hotel he wants to put whosoever was opposed to him. That is what you did for Jame.
David. Ukan kaman menyaja mamang meno mukan prison office and prison kolia sangar kanumanje o pananga anosana anyoso mi anosana mangto mi ngaro le kandu mana kila tora ko mana mang meno kantumo
no, isn't that the reason why you were sacked? Is that not the reason you were 23 February 2017.
Ane kandu mo kami man ya jama kesori manko kesori di prison 2017.
Sinamu di unasanke nyade.
That has nothing to do with what you are just saying.
Okay, I would read out a letter from Personnel Management Office dated 24 February 2017. In confidence and addressed to David Colley, Director General Gambia Prison Service. And I would send you the document and ask you whether you have seen it before.
Ane panakarangi wanko safemi di mu brakabolu ku officer. Ban panayisi letter po ma juko.
But first, would you confirm that this is actually your personnel file, your file as Director General? Go through it, browse it. This is your personal file. This is your personal file.
You mind my own copy? For the department?
I have my own copy. The one you are giving me now is for the department.
That's right, but you would accept that this is your personal file.
Personal file for the department?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. And that letter is your termination letter.
Yes.
And can you read what it says? Read the body of the document. Or bring it, I will read it. And now we'll read it quickly. Just give it, send it over, I'll read it. Thank you. And it says, following a visit to the Mile 2 Central Prison and the discovery of the horrible prison conditions, which amounts to gross negligence of duties on your part. This is to inform you that in line with Section 167A of the Constitution, His Excellency the President has decided to terminate your services with the Gambia government with effect from February 2013. Isn't it?
It is what he said.
That is the letter you also received.
Yes, I have.
So you were terminated because of negligence of duty, correct? That is what they say.
That is what they wrote.
Thank you very much.
What I'm saying is that it should be the government's responsibility to renovate.
To the ministry.
And we had been writing to the minister.
David, you said you did not write to the minister. You would go there and discuss.
It's a different thing.
Okay. Thank you very much, David.
Okay.
I have ended my questioning. And Mr. Chair, I would ask that this letter be exhibited. It should be Exhibit 141. Thank you.
That request is granted, but before you put the file away, since it's his personal file, when he was first recruited as an officer in the prison service, does the file indicate that he was a graduate from a grade 9?
Mr. Chair, it's a certificate is conspicuously missing from the personal file, but I just did not want to bring up that issue again. But there is no certificate in the personal file, and it's got documents as late as I have seen early 90s to late 90s. In fact, from 1976. It's got documents from 1976, not a single document showing his certificates. By the way, do you have a certificate?
Of what?
Certificate and yet grade 9.
Certificate what?
Yet class and get grade 1 grade 9.
It's my personal file. You in Dembo?
Yes, I have it in my house.
Do you have a certificate?
Of course.
Yes, I do.
School?
From
which school? Buyam what?
Secondary school.
Okay. Grade 9 certificate?
In those days, it's Form 4.
Exactly.
Yes.
Okay, can you bring it to the commission? It's not in your personal file. Can you bring it tomorrow morning?
Tomorrow morning, yes, I can bring it.
Very much. So, Mr. Chair, I'll just put in the whole personal file.
Yes.
The witness has identified it as his, so it should be Exhibit 140.
Granted. Thank you very much. Commissioners, if you have any questions, Deputy Chair, you have the floor, please.
140.
Thank you, Chair. Mr. Colley, I think this is a historic occasion for the prisons because the prisons is 100 years old this year. They were built in 1920. That makes them 100 years old today. So the fact that we are holding this hearing right now is really historic.
Prison parce que ojike jat kankang simit keme san prison na kabina prison ne commencé mburaka nya jat kankan na tariki yati prison de.
My questions are really related to the conditions of service of prison officers.
Nane o wanamambe kenyo mburaka bati prison service. Prison officers broke a boli mambo me jaeno.
And the recruitment scheme.
Mankware mkungar bukona kunkulak. Rumbe kuliki broke up.
From various testimonies, some went through a 5-month training program, others went through a 9-month training program, and
namut ka kone ko kulen kono foto ko kane trainee yati recruit ka kone kunyendia kon ka kone foto ko bakir nya namut.
Then how do you determine who should do 5 months, who should do 9 months, or who should do 11 months?
Nana nya bunu utombenge buku tu ay maware makan kulen kono futok ay maware makan kulen futok kubaki ay maware makan kulen kunyen funyen di fakun trainee.
Onu jeje di en certificate soli the application soli.
We go by their certificates and applications.
You are very bright.
When we know you are one of the bright,
you attach to another course.
We attach you to another course.
Yes. 6 months, 9 months.
Those are the reasons why some would train for 6 months and others.
But officially, 6 months.
But officially, they should all train for 6 months.
So you have an official curriculum and an unofficial curriculum.
No. Come again?
They have a curriculum that is official. He says the training program is officially for 6 months. So there is an official training program and an unofficial training program.
Ane kamankan nan jibat training manjinen meno maware mekan kom mambroka bolu busenomi di pop jimba man broka bolu busentumi.
Yes.
The other question is it normal for a person to be recruited into the prison service without an appointment letter?
Nani ega buntene mente ware kambo engar ano munu jolli ko broka bati prison an aku sento letter mati ko mansa kunna ko ngaro nga broka be prison.
You earlier the system in the prison.
That is not in the prison system.
Manpower.
When we have the manpower,
we advertise.
We would advertise over the radios.
Interest.
Those that are interested would come apply.
Then, if they are blessed to be selected,
if they are selected,
then they join the system.
Then they will join the system.
And that's how I was enrolled.
Even when I was recruited into the services, this was the same way I was enrolled.
But we've received testimony that an officer was recruited without an appointment letter. Was dismissed without a termination letter.
Only nobody said Anna Bilasi Ascensi Olo Dere, but officer, prison officer. Banangaro, me sent a letter, Yapulo Mansakuna, Kungaranga Broca prison. Dipona Conca Casera Cola, who sent a letter, Bacasinoco, Mansakuna, Casor Casser, the Brocavati prison.
Monagania, this is a procedure that is there.
That is what I'm saying. These were the procedures that are there.
And after the jam, we write a letter to the ministry.
Where
we write to the ministry he is enlisted.
Where an officer is dismissed, we write to the ministry informing him same. And also where we enrolled officers for recruitment, we would also write to the ministry and inform them of same.
It's not very clear, your response to me.
Nane, komi ilani senka mojam nane. Baba anabile be dere de commissioner. A prison officer, masen CD yola nane. O kam nankula kama ngarola brokap. Mansu kuna nala kama ngarola brokap. Puma maka na prison officer. Ku sento le letter, beke isi no matiko letter yo olunga nga brokap. Yo, pop na najo mente ka kuma mbeka kesoro. Ku sento le letter beke isi ko. Oli mansa kunda olomaka kesori. Matiko nya ko kesori brokap be prison to roko.
That is what I'm saying. He would not have it, but that was not the procedure. That is what I in fact found.
My successors.
Even my successors.
This is, it's just normal behavior for a human being to be curious. So you hear shouts and cries at the back of your office, and you're not even curious enough to stand up and find out what is happening?
Nya waja haliomi au mjenjam sikawaso kanya kora kebu kana bilanka bati office ya bare man kami ahande bandi ngojanja wafo ko wanam mi mom panu wito mon ko minje yike jimelo kama wa mbo bare au kantumo
bon yire yire be ingeni ajabro ni baje.
But like I said, I had a visitor.
And
I was attending to him.
So officers come.
So the officers there, if they are ready with whatever they're doing, they will give me a report. So I need not to go there. Because if I would go there, the visitor would intimate to follow me up there. Or he will ask me questions as to what must have been the reasons. And that was not his area.
Okay, thank you.
Nana Baraka.
Thank you. Any commissioners on the left? None. Okay. Imam C, you have the floor. Imam C, you have the floor, please.
David, Yerajov.
Nani gave it a Baraka.
Thank you, sir.
Onde lima gëna jaakal moy jabari baba job bi li nga ko def mom ak rakam bi
nani o wajahali mi wemi aseka baba job wonu kano mi o ko baba job atiyo
seen yaakar biñ amon ci yow
yaakaran ko baj mi di aw
dila defar lu ne
pour mbongol lu kandi won ko mammi
am ci yow yaakar ndik jëkëram
yaakaran ko baji me na hiko kani wano sa wano mammi pour atawol wala ati
kende ke yow sa li nga mujjé def
aw kama aw suru Russia so sammi wano labak mo kanu aw kami suru Russia
lolu lo xelat ci lolu
nya bu bunu jukore mom
di nane bu nane fula nane ka sanke mand Kolof. Can you repeat?
He's asking whether the commissioner was speaking in Fula language or in Wolof.
Nani, wajahal yomi, nyaw jante non de.
Parce que yamu plus clair mo kan no icheu mati Fula la sanke no ko Wolof.
Yo ku Fule
ci Wolof la wax muñal mo waxat ko.
Okay. Sonja ñawre ko.
Luma gëna metti man luma gëna jaaxal moy
nane wajahal yomi wa famanu riyo
jabari baba job bi
baba job aseko wala
ak rakam bi Ibrahima Job
di Ibrahima baba job atiyo an ko rege mi Ibrahima Job
yaakar yi ñu amon ci yow
man nane ko baji yaakar di aw fan
de la indi lu ne
mate ko yaakar kam mina hiko ngalli wa fo waf ko seni
lu lay dukku ak yaakar pour seen jëkër
ka seni wa fo ko dukku pour mam yaakar ko baji mi pour atawol an wa akoto
ak Ibrahima magam
Ibrahima kotola baba Job
fekk yow nekk li moy sa xelaat
ani yaakar ko baji mi tout pour mo wonu ramben o baba Job di ko yoli bare aw wonon rambenti de bara su wono siya so sommi man baba Job ko yele labanya mo kam si wono siya
ak fi nga mujjale baba Job
nani tan gilabam mi aw mi di baba Job
lo xelaat ci lolu
aw ñaawa kam si wono siya man baba Job abil ma laban momo
okay ono nane jam elle était andemo baba Job
When I heard that Baba Job had died,
ni called my minister.
I had called my minister.
Okay.
He said, okay. I heard it.
Post-mortem.
When post-mortem was conducted, before a post-mortem autopsy was conducted,
he called my nursing officer.
I also informed my nursing officer.
I say Bakari Kujabi.
That one Mr. Bakari Waf Kujabi.
I say what's a reporter?
Because he was the one that reported to me. I told him that I want to know why, what was the cause of Baba's death.
Post-mortem.
When WAF went for the post-mortem, he returned.
Where's the primary cause of death?
I asked for the primary cause of the death.
And a minister amount.
He said the minister did not allow him to bring it.
Family minister.
Because the family went to the minister.
He
said their relative is a Muslim and they do not want the post-mortem to be conducted on him.
You call the minister?
I called the minister.
Yeah, the minister.
And asked what my officer told me, was it the truth? He said yes.
But the minister ever since Tamumang prisoner family intervene because Kajum I
told the minister, but you should not accept that. Where a prisoner dies, their family members will come to you and ask you for forgiveness, not that postmortem will not be conducted, because something may come out of it tomorrow.
No, in order, last order.
He said no, I should go by his order, and that was the last order.
So
what could I do? But my intentions were to know the root cause of his death.
Thank you. Commissioner Kinte, on the floor.
Good afternoon, David.
David Omba Safiri. Commissioner Kinte.
Good afternoon, sir. I have a few questions for you. In the assignment of Lamin Sane to go and be the sole guard to Baba Job at the RVTH. Was it your operation officer or any of your officers who expressed the need for that special service?
Nani mante kuroka kole kamdo mi di aw kamri kuroka burokab di aw koku sene frima fumante ko jajar mambi umu ajo sula mambi Lamin Sane ajo ja poy Baba Job fona ka fakilia.
No, in minister sena instruction.
No, the instructions were given to me by the minister.
For me change time to time change officer.
For me to change guards from time to time. Because sometimes they would slip off and the prisoners would escape.
So change.
That was why he asked me to do the changes. But he warned me to send someone that I trusted. That was the reason I sent Sane.
So it means you sent Sane directly upon the order of the Minister of Interior. Of
Yes, that was true.
Yes, the interesting thing is we remember one of the witnesses here said a prisoner escaped while they were 2 in number. And in this case also, Baba Job, there were 2 people guarding Baba Job. What was wrong in using a second person to Sane so that there will be 2 instead of 1 for more assurance?
The officers controlling the shift.
That should have been the role of the officers controlling the shift. If I send one officer there, they should have seconded him with another officer. They could have sent one there. I am just knowing it now that in fact there was one officer.
Was it usual for you? It has never been your role to send people on guard directly. Why didn't you send Lamin Sane through the same route, even though, however it comes, rather than sending him directly, and to be a sole guard?
Can't burok boli. Kanja buku mom ku boje meno bukan ku gaba man ku jo ku poy dire baba job wala anosan ando mena finte buku mo ku kane meno ane bar aw uru nan nak me bonyeti Lamin Sane wakane ngartu ba Lamin Sane ma jo be ko officer ka bonye mbuka ku gaba bara aw no bonyi Lamin Sane o kebo pat mo a jo be ka jike poy baba dire fna ka fakili
nani bonyi baba jo ne na jo be sorry not baba jo Sane ne na jo be di ka control shifte.
I asked Sane to go to those that would control the shifts. For them to detail him to the hospital. And they knew that he went there. But Sane do not complain that I do not see anybody that should be second to me.
My other question is, Lamin was supposed to be there for 2 or more reasons, not one.
Nani eke for Lamin awara waren al ajobe bo kusigaba wala sawuja tofa what can't yakun.
That is what I've said. Normally they should be in twos. So when I sent Lamin to the yard so that he is a senior man and he should be seconded by a junior man, but instead they allowed him to go alone.
No, you have misunderstood the question. The question is, the purpose is for a guard to be with a prisoner, 2 or more, and not only one reason.
Nani brokabata prisoner pumambaja apoy wara kan kusigaba warante kan wa fokon kep.
It is both for the security of the prisoner, one, and also as a means of ensuring that the prisoner doesn't escape. Yes, Baba did not escape, but he was not secure and he was not protected. If your most trusted Ed Ade was the one who went to guard Baba, and coincidentally that was the very night that Baba died. And according to his statement, until this day, you have never mentioned anything about Baba. We are too interested to know why it became a coincidence that Baba died on the day that you assigned your most trusted person to guard him.
David mustuwan ko berego aw kama kuwe bune jor meno ban aw kafima kanu baji mindi ko kami mo bonyo mambajo bedere loptane ma poy baba job funa ka fakiliya do fukaray ban nan kuwe jo meke kan mom aw musutu hani be jat musutu won ko berego ma wakani be uru ngolen kanor mom
nam uru bajam
ina na fangi wara mo baji sowlay be ken ananu fu
nyako mi jabe Nemo. Okay.
Continue.
Allow me to respond.
Nani Sana Jombedi main yard.
When Sane went to the main yard,
escorting and the Baba Job,
for him to be detailed to the hospital for Baba Job security.
Okay. Now incident Bajom.
And when the incident happened,
in Yabonyom,
I was the one that sent him.
Actually,
he should have come back.
Despite the medical attendants,
despite the medical attendees also had informed me.
Actually,
he should have also come to me and report. But he never did.
But was it also
that should come and inform me?
Was it also not your responsibility to find out why this happened in the hands of the most trusted person you entrusted some responsibility. Was it not your responsibility?
Kantu brokabia kom ananu manjme au onu famanu fiume onu bonyo mambaja kam boli banna rimbo mi urudu yo bajo au warante kan haja yole mujo kengo kama wakane unu mankan wakane fango biltu bere ko mome di mome kane wakane kantu haja yole
o kanka haja embo because na jamam I was shocked.
When I heard about the news, I was shocked.
That
was why I made so.
I informed the minister.
I informed the minister.
And the medical officer.
And the medical officer.
That the cause of his primary cause of death,
that the cause of his death should be ascertained.
And you didn't find the need that you first have to get from your trusted ade what went wrong before you report to anyone else, so that you are well informed.
Information
when the information reached my desk,
I was concentrating the minister to know about this.
I was concentrating on the minister.
And so the medical officer who came to report me that Bakar Kujabi.
And the medical officer that came
to Ross now to make sure postmortem have to be taking place.
I sent him to the hospital and asked that he should
when he come to the Sunny, when
it comes to Sane, he should have been so that sensitive to come back to me and say this was what happened. But because I was very confused during that time.
And I was emphasizing the minister.
And I had also emphasized to the minister.
That post-mortem to be carried out.
That post-mortem must be conducted.
To save us.
My suggestion is you were only pretending. Yeah. You weren't serious about that, and you were fortunate that you got that the family said we don't want any post-mortem. I will move to my other question, please.
Okay.
You said you have been informed a number of times that junglers come in there and bring in detainees and take them out. Yes. Did you say that?
Yes, it's because it's happening there.
And you told us that you cannot even tell where the junglers, their uniform, because it's not written. And we have not seen other soldiers, we have not seen presidential guard written on their back or whatever. So junglers cannot be any exception or any special thing. But the fact is, if people are coming into the prison that you man, at night, late night, at odd hours, and picking people or bringing them in, you are not even interested in trying to know their identity. How ridiculous is that?
Dan lako mi kamara de reprise mate ko baba kan kabile mi bedo wate no sani kan kurege mi jongula nane bare aw bare gede fa none jongula aw suutewti parce que mate ko isenti sin fanga sole man ko safere mate ko ku jongula nana jikere ku president gad ko safere de sin fanga sole man be ko mo man mate ko umu president gad na kanem yo ko safenya dika eni fanga sin fanga sole nane bare aw comme manawre gnya momo ka aw mustu manji kanti jahali dani kulini de
Colley ko be nyifo because nyifo e manju ko kono jongolas ko kono security agents from anywhere. Would manju em their security because they are well armed.
I do not know these were the jonglers.
All
I know is they were well armed. So if I want to refer to them as jonglers, and I am asked a question, who told you these were jonglers?
Because you go into because
I do not want to go into speculations where questions are asked. I cannot answer.
They are security officers.
What I know is they are security officers.
My other question is, do you have any special relationship with Lamin Sow? Because Lamin Sow mentioned in his statement that even though he wasn't your orderly, 90 out of 100, he was all the time with you. What was so special between you and Lamin Sow?
Nane, wana mambeke important. Ye mikuyeyoli au midila minju. digantayelu bu Lamin Sow sorry Lamin Sow nane kuyelu bu eno meno parce que Lamin Sow na rek de nane hani kane tonya o kanta akanti odli olide na bare jike ja 90% aw kuyo no sole mana akani yo e bonyo
la comme operation officer
ana nya wisi no kama aw digante aw min Lamin jobu wa wonto no manjimi Lamin Sow sorry wa wonto no manjimi special weki aw na hu bonyo watina na sole.
Yes, ala comme operation officer.
Yes, because he was the operation officer, and the trust I had on him.
So, Abijama, a hard-working officer,
and he becomes a hard-working officer.
And then I'll be very pleased to be for him to be close to me.
My last question is: the prison farms, I believe, is meant to supplement the food quality, quantity and quality of the prison services. Am I right?
And labangi engi matikalaka kati prisons. Na ine ujuku ya prison ne batikalaka. Puru mbongole rambe no free afatiku prisonak. Wafu kurokedo di kalaka.
Yes.
Okay. You told us that the farm was in Site 1, which is in Banjulunding.
Yes.
And regularly, farm kalaka ko bankomi wo mi kapanake Banjulunding.
And you are way down in Yundum.
Awusinde elupea banukin mi afanyi Yundum.
If it was meant for the prisons, why would it go towards the south instead of the north to the prison center?
Nane kanya kalaka ko jume ko me be
produce
be de kasoe waka ne kalaka ko nya kombo kapana kuku kan ban awelu peyommi kula ko kapana ban prison fangommi
because your home is located on the south of the farm and the prison is located on the north of the farm.
Ban awelu peya ye be kapana bambala bulemi di
why to your home and not to the prison?
Prison and the kalaka kulebo de kapana kati prison. Ban prison e babana bon.
Okay. Prison farm unit follow.
The prison farm.
Canifing Estate.
The first prison farms were at Canifing Estate.
But when it was being occupied,
when that place was occupied,
for resident purpose.
For residential purpose.
Global farm, where to go?
We don't have another farm.
So I decided
then
to meet my boss, that's Mel Foster.
To meet my boss, Mel Foster.
Because I don't want to be to sit without doing nothing.
Because I do not want to sit without doing nothing.
While I was at the Johnson station officer.
Whilst I was at Johnson prisons as a station officer.
As a station officer there.
As a station officer.
Then he talked to Mel Foster, talked to agriculture at Bakau.
Mel Foster consulted.
Excuse me, not the history. I'm an agriculturalist. That's why I know the locations and everything. That's not my question. My point is, why is the produce not going to the prisons instead to your house when they are not even in the same direction? That's my question.
Yo, nane unakengi mkom takmurego bu kalaka ko bajor meno. Na namambe kengi ingejam tutojak nane muria mankuro kem de kalaka. Waka ne le mujo be prison bare ejo be kalaka koli ban kalaka ban kommi di ban prison mi kantinta kon.
Prison farm file euro yermam wanu harvest.
At the prisons we have a file for the farm.
Any farm produce,
whatever harvest we have,
we bring it to Mile 2.
We always bring it to Mile 2.
Johnson. The time I was there.
When I was there,
we harvest it.
After the harvest,
then give the quantity or the quality or the quantity harvest to the ministry. There's a file for it.
We'll give some harvest, part of the harvest.
Please, David, time is against
ministry.
us. It's not the documentation.
It's
the material item they produce. You told us here that when they produced, not only from another witness, from yourself, you said the produce was taken to your house. And then you reported to, yes, you said it.
It's taken to Mile 2 headquarters. then where I write to the ministry. Because I don't go to the farm. It's the officers who are going to the farm. They harvest and bring it to mile 2. That's what I mean, but not to my house.
Okay, a repeat of a follow-up on your presentation or your delivery will tell it. Okay. A witness said it was normally taken to your house. I am quoting you yourself that you said it was taken to your house. Then you reported.
I cannot take this thing to my house when I should bring it to headquarters.
Okay.
For all officers to witness.
Has it ever been added to the prison food menu or ration to improve it?
When we harvested at the Union farm,
yes,
I've got about 86 bags of clean coos. It was sent to the headquarters. By then, I was a junior officer, and then those this thing was sent to a correspondent letter was sent to the ministry. The file is there, where they say to the ministry that this is what we had, but we suggesting that we want to put it as a supplement, cut down government expenditure, and which they accepted it.
And while you were director?
No, when I was not director.
How much did you get and where was it taken? While you were director, which is most recent, how much did you have and where did you take it?
I don't remember. Sometimes the harvest is very poor.
You could remember 86, 10 years or 50, 20, 30 years ago?
Yes, I can remember that because it was my time I was in the field. Yes, but this time these officers, they are responsible, and they come and give me the feedback.
But they said they took it to your place. They said they took it to your place.
Let me say, take it to my place. That's taking to mile 2, not to my place.
Your home.
No, I'm saying it's not possible because then, if the ministry said we want to see, you said this is what you get in your produce. We want to see it. I try to go take it to bring this from my house to the ministry.
Thank you very much.
I cannot do that.
Commissioner Samba, you have the floor, please.
Commissioner Samba, I'm begging your prop.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Mr. Colley, tell of taking in Kala Menna. Buffalo Manika Kamal to Sergeant Bani Manika.
Okay.
Nani, Mr. Colley? Oh, Naman begging, but Obeka Sankin commanding and Kupalo commanding Kujam.
What I want to ask you, Mr. Colley, is for the benefit of those that would speak in Mandinka.
Yes, no problem.
Yes, no problem.
Question Dantan Bije, Commissioner Kinte ya Malente or Mala, but in Lafta Ininkala, Foite mu Missil Multibam, Fomu Christian Multi.
Ani a Kenya boyang Commissioner Kinte Kenya, ye boeta eta gorka panakilla. Na bara o namambe manjamate, our Missilime, Manta a Christian.
There were some questions that Commissioner Kinte asked. I will not go to them. But my question would be, what is your faith? Are you a Muslim or a Christian?
But David is, we know it as a Christian.
Love telling Namwe if I'm a dakuno because honey Christian old. Itaka manya and Christian old Bukamawanya.
Nani, amama mana au regdu tumabias mambis ngole seto parce que au manu manya meno hani ko Christian kumanyiri mum.
Kamanya nimbu.
I want to hear this from you, from your own mouth, because your behavior, even Christians would not behave in such a way. And the question he asked, Mr. Colley, was that which type of behavior are you referring to?
Man, welcome you na ama bekengi from mafufu.
Iko Baba Job, ite laftale postmortem ke puri alo me Baba Job fa.
The reason why I ask you is that you had informed us that you wanted a postmortem to be conducted to know the primary cause of Baba Job's death.
Yes?
Yes.
Yalo ilafta kumole jamfandila by Baba Job me a fight olone. And ni molbe diamule ike fam bibi ndi watere man imam bibi.
Nani au aw e kataw rek baraw fa ngam mandi wa bujé mi Baba Job bañ kan ko ñay kengeli na hu
you
mama hen ban akanta ana mama hen.
You just want to prolong the sittings here because you definitely know what kills Baba Job. And when people are asking you as to the root cause of Baba Job's death, you pretend as somebody that stammer, and you know you do not stammer. I do not stammer. What I'm saying is, I was only told that Jonglas killed Baba Job. And I knew it here. But when these things happen,
I'm very shocked.
I was shocked.
We make so.
That was why I insisted on the minister for a postmortem.
Because I want to know the cause of his death.
Because I want to know the cause.
Now I am hearing that the Jonglas say they kill him.
But now I'm hearing that the Jonglas confessed.
I don't know what minister amount my postmortem can. I don't know.
Maybe that was why the minister never accepted for postmortem to be conducted. I can't tell.
And no to it in your running on.
And where the minister says no, what can I do?
But Baba is a concern to me.
But Baba Job's death was a concern to me.
Because I'm so disturbed.
Because I am disturbed.
Just suddenly he's gone.
It's that suddenly Baba Job is gone.
But already a number of weeks and months he was attending medically at the hospital.
Because he has been going to the hospital for the past weeks and months before his death.
And I believe he's discharged.
And if he returns, they will tell me he's discharged.
And the family will come and say,
David, kada kuwol jamfande yalon jalo nabe tantan kosola e forangata aya jolon duma aya singula forang kan. It's not possible mota fenola. Damanta ma singulindi.
David, do not waste time.
Nani
Say,
David,
for example,
where mamanja jelio angaja fulituma man a beten fo tentandangam kumna mana remben nane wallahi apprent fo jandi kumna kolla aneta ngolla anga fo manalit nane nya takmu be bona mang be rek sina takmu baken kasanke nak aw jabi rek tana akeny murato.
David, do not waste time. Let's take for example where a drummer is drumming and drops the whistle on the ground. He places his foot on the whistle. That whistle will never be blown. You know exactly what people are talking about. Just tell us.
But express to my feelings.
I heard what you say, but I have to also express my feelings.
No, can't it
is not that I'm prolonging the debate here.
So ntebe danna janne because ni aje ka foye ko mansakoli.
Ani onya obere
ke allo yebbe mbara prison skola tine ka foye mansakoli.
Ojuku ja una kuseni karasa ko ankorage mi mansakoli. Aw mo mandi wanu bara mi de prison mo kam ko ni karasa koko.
This is where I will end. But then the reason why you are referred to as Mansakoli at the prisons, you know very well the kind of acts that you do in there. That is why they're calling you Mansakoli.
Mansakoli is just a name.
Mansakoli is just a name.
But I'm the Director General of Prisons.
Because I was the Director General of Prisons.
They can express any name.
They may express any name.
On my status.
On my status.
That's all. That's normal.
That is normal.
Okay, thank you very much. God will pay you.
Commissioner Carr, did you ask for the floor? If you did, please go ahead.
Thank you, Chairman. Mr. Colley, I have 3 questions basically that I want to ask you. The first question is regarding what you've said here, because you've told this commission that you stopped at grade 9.
Follow. Come from a hundred commission, our current grade 9 nere.
During the course of your work as a prisons officer, from where you started to where you served as DG of prisons, have you done other courses relating to your work?
Nani nya ujaja beka broka boli kabina no utong broka mandeta no remi tanula ko me digi yeti president man de baba ci kosa no musumu kan karambe nor broka boli
no but ni nanu yi ku ngaram prison.
I've said it when I was enrolled at the prisons.
Nu jaja training at the field force.
We did our initial training with the field force.
Because budget in mile 2
because there was no space at mile 2 where we could conduct our training.
I think in Sanken form.
I think I've said that here.
Back to mile 2.
Until when I returned to mile 2.
Was a problem.
Was a problem.
And in Sanken.
I've also said that here.
Up to the extent of going to the office of the president, that's former president.
Thank you for that. I just want to clarify that part.
Okay. No man sete man no we be budget and si training so na mangi bam no ringu ka baken ka sankena.
What I meant is professional courses. Aside from that training, because of course you have to be trained before you are recruited into the service, right? But have you done other professional courses?
Nani kom are go to training nan ko rem ko ngare brokabde. Training no manyi mi du kom nu kama official training. Pour man bon nu manyi bon to me jaar brokaboli man banomdo ala training yati ngare brokabde.
No ni wala form for Wimbo, in those days is form for grade 9.
After I completed my secondary education, because those days it was form for grade 9.
ATC, Lamen.
Sorry, Bilbang?
ATC, Lamen.
I went to ATC, Lamen.
Mikam course in agriculture.
I did my course in agriculture.
So, nano urban course for a year?
After a year, in the completion of my course,
then I Banjul.
Then I went to Banjul.
To my family.
To my family.
My lock.
Then I was waiting for my lock.
Because when the certificate is out by then.
Because then the certificates weren't ready.
So in the air that prison
then I heard over the news that prisons were into recruitment. I had the interest. Then I went.
David.
Okay, thank you. Now the last question is, from your own testimony and from the testimony of witnesses that have come before this commission, we've had a lot of things that happen in the prisons that weren't so good, a lot of which you said, you yourself agreed wasn't good. What's your biggest regret serving as prisons director?
Di borkabana rokomideru prison matiko awmi prison director wanu fa manu misayedo di ko tu e bajam di prison an many me ejakutu.
Okay, when in misawe ngitamti experience and movement that yabajam time this during the coup.
My regrets were I had never experienced the movements that happened during the coup.
Especially in mile 2.
Especially at mile 2.
Because with their command only.
They came with their command.
And I called the minister about it.
And I called the minister about it.
The minister said, take it in that way.
The minister said, take it in that way.
So, which means I'm so very uncomfortable.
Which means I was very uncomfortable.
What
would I be able to do?
I've taken it in good faith.
I only took it in good faith.
Thank you.
Okay. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman.
Bishop Odiko.
Mr. David Charles Abdullahi Colley.
My Lord.
Mr. David Charles Abdullahi Colley.
Your first day, you narrated a very nice story how you were selected to go for training at the field force.
ane fanaka fanu tong me esene kasi de kia dere commissioner aw barek mi jak man ko fori meno mo bujo be Catherine kati prison service the force field force.
At the end of it, the commander of the field force did not want to release you to go back to the prisons from where you were sent for training.
Nan jomi mate funaka fuban a commandati field force among to beka Catherine bulan be burakab dire the prisons.
And that's the commander of the commissioner of prisons at that time.
Watakila popa commissioner of prison or pop watakilia
wrote to the secretary general
mona bilma jasafe be the secretary general
and complained about the refusal of the commander or commissioner of the field force to release you.
Ma allokor man a commander at field force al balangmi man be awlan be di prison be brokap pona safel mamba manani waranto jawmo.
Because of that, a meeting was called between the two commissioners and the Secretary General, and according to you, the President of the First Republic was also there. Come on, recommend di hani a president ala kumido de watakila di mafam or pop namabe mabe mitina kilia. At the end, it was decided that you should be released to go to the prisons. Na mitine bambi kujo kujiki kore kustanken mankone nya kore wadan ko kati mulan beri prisons. Did the action of the Commissioner of Prisons then, in your favor, did it have any impression on you? Nane broka bang Commissioner to Field Force bana akambi au rambe ni rambe. Yes, ni you benefited la?
Yes, I saw the benefits.
Well, if it had any impression on you, you rose up to the rank of commissioner.
Nani kanja do nyabo nyamo au David no baba palace ka ku jori ndi palace ko ngé min director general.
And the position was elevated to director general.
Nya palace une rembo mante be director general.
Don't you think that it should have been your interest to make positive changes in the prison condition?
Commissioner of Field Force umunana akany alat mi pour mambula mbe burok dira na du ko jokuna mitine manku mik a president fona mabe manku mitimi kuban du ko joko jike kone David katalo mana lambe dir field for prison na no jom ring prison emitene kam mo baj place ne emitene kam me rembor mante be place labang mi director general of prisons na nya awu jukutumate ko baba jajar mambi o falling prison man kan dula ni manje pane nafa dula ngai manje pane kan dula jake deru prison.
Yes, parce que ni rentate unu budget every year no budget pour rénover ke prison.
Yes, like I said here, every year we used to do a budget for the renovation of the prisons.
But
but after submitting same, monies would never be paid in.
And I will keep on following.
And I would keep following.
Sometimes I do go if you leaving the minister to go and meet the finance.
To some point, I will leave my land ministry to go and meet the finance ministry.
They say the forthcoming of money quarterly.
And I would inform them that the monies that should be sent to the prisons quarterly
is not enough.
Weren't enough.
So, which means I have to fold my hands again.
Therefore, I will have to fold my hands again.
Because it's government responsible.
Because this was the responsibility of the government to renovate the prisons.
You did mention here that you were the one who sought for donors that built the headquarters.
No, I found Barageta, no, I won't yes me from enough. You could tap headquarters.
Yes.
Well, if you were able to do that,
come on, more than you say from enough moment could tap headquarters.
Couldn't you equally, have sought out for donors to help refurbish the prison condition?
I to come on, Pop, and you say from a Pumbujuk, a prison, Ukai prison, no manje, a number my own.
Yes, you can all Kataimbo.
I did all I could.
I meet so many Islamic agencies.
I met so many Islamic agencies.
So that they can support.
So that they
could support.
But the faith they had,
they cannot prison.
They said they could not help anything that has to do with the prisons.
But they can help for the construction of whatever I want, but not in the main yard prison.
They could help in the constructions of whatever I may want, but not the main yard at the prisons.
So many people,
so many people came in, and
those structures you can in mile 2, the entrance and the utility room.
The structures you see at mile 2, in fact, including the visiting room,
all is done through donors.
All were done through donors.
Because
if you write to somebody for him to help, if he replies that he cannot do it, whenever I had donations,
the minister,
I give to the minister. I write to the minister for him to know.
We mention the name of agencies or the name of individual.
We will mention the name of the agencies or individuals that donated.
Supporting the prison.
That this is how and what the support that he has given to the prisons.
Headquarters.
The prison's headquarters.
Almost complete.
I almost completed that structure.
Through donors.
Through donors.
And people were happy.
And people were happy.
To support me for that.
To support me for that.
And government came only to furnish.
Government only came in to furnish the office.
And
when the headquarters was inaugurated,
we invited
all those that had contributed to the success.
And they were very happy.
They were very happy.
So
this was what I could do.
But other areas,
if they insist and refuse to help, what could I do? I would not be able to do anything.
Missionaries from
even the missionaries had help.
So many agencies,
so many agencies.
The problem here in the Muslim side,
the problem was in the side of the Muslims. They said their money would not be spent on the building of prisons. But they will support in building offices.
It's where I can stop.
That was where I could stop.
Now, the other thing you mentioned that you have 2 gates at the prison. The first one is the gate at the main yard. That is manned by the prison officers. And the second one
Bare filmi dafa gabuntenaf.
Is the gate at the security wing.
Bare for kankam filmi dafa reform ko panakati security wing.
That is manned by soldiers.
Bare buko ku soldier ku military kabile me ko poe filmi dafa clear.
Can you please explain the difference between the main gate and the second gate?
Nyawre goli kulimita kugaba baka kunamut. Filmi dafa main yard di fati baba security wing.
Utumo gabaro.
Waka no kan utumo waname.
Utumo gabaro.
The two gates.
Upiopio.
They were there for quite a while.
So, utumo bed and maximum security.
The gate took the maximum security.
Army
the army used it. This is where they will use to go on their patrol.
For their men?
For their men.
Officers
sometimes would go there. Because our officers were the ones in charge of the keys. Whosoever they may need,
they don't come to the main gate.
They would not come to the main gate.
Or they concentrate in an area only.
But they would concentrate at their area. And they will come and say, this is the one we want to pick from. They cannot have access to open the cells and bring out the prisoner, because these keys would be with us. So we must be the ones that will open.
We interact with them in that gate.
So we interact with them at that gate.
The main gate, when they come,
the main gate,
when they bring the detainees,
when they bring detainees,
they go straight to the main gate.
They would go straight to the main gate.
But when it comes to their own functions,
when it comes to their own functions,
they request that we need this man, so can you come open this cell for us?
They will only request that we need Mr. So, then we will come up.
That's why officers are interacting with them.
That is how the officers do interact with them.
Thank you. If you have any closing remarks to make, Mr. Colley, please proceed to do so now.
Nana barakanya David kanya badi furin fana mange be kayisen furin mafia fala banga nya continue alomba yentene
ni mante wanje bajum
wana ujukumi furin mafoli fala banga fana ware mu usandire commissioner aw de juke de manje ma ware mi jo eno aw kokko baka yentene nya
anyway ni dankina da kanka kasen ketemit.
Praise be to God.
David,
I thought this man interpreting, or I'm going to directly.
You speak in Jola. I will interpret in English.
In Jola?
Yes, continue speaking in Jola.
Matolo furma fia fanu
ya ko muy uregi
hani aw sanken aw na ko benya aw rek jarek oberek
okay parce que sanken ja jub di ko ne baba ko
hani nyata nenya furima fano sa wono sanu mangbe ka sanken comme furima fano wato me babe ka sanken na koli comme jante ne de buka senja si di yoli na ko banya ko ni kanja baba furima fano wara musendire commissioner mambo kana tuku jamma ko David nane ma wara kana mambe mo fa molla mambo jo futul comme mom nya wana jukumi de manje man mang meno mo fa mam monto me jaay di bro kabri dire TRC no explain mom rek mom kana ko jam pour mbongol no bab kasanke na koli emi last statement.
Hold on a second. What's the problem? Do you want to make your final remarks in English?
No.
If you want to do so, just go ahead and do that.
He did.
Yes, I can. No problem.
Fine, that will give the interpreters a break as well. Thank you. Please proceed.
Thank you very much.
Okay. And TRR yanku setnya ni jijuko na falio.
The TRR, maybe he wants to say TRRC. The TRRC that you set up, I have seen the benefits.
Because because it has disclosed a lot of
things,
especially
on my side.
Sometimes
they will say you.
Time
Jawara's time.
No problem.
You had problems.
Time
yeah.
You have hell serious problems.
You had a lot of problems, serious problems. Now this new government.
I was detained twice.
I was detained twice.
But I take it in good faith.
But I still said that I took all in good faith. What God has destined would always happen. I have not been angry on anybody. It is God that said this will be what I will go through. Even before I was born, this has been destined. I am not here to point at anybody or to point a finger at anybody.
81.
In 1981,
there were so many commissions.
I faced a lot of commissions here.
And
what I told them, they saw.
They couldn't go out.
Then I will be discharged to go out.
So, thank God.
Thank God. This time,
this change
of government now, I'm not wounded.
To my surprise.
To my surprise. After the 1981 coup d'etat was foiled,
Papa, certain senior officers can send benefits.
There were some senior officers that benefited from
within the security apparatus.
Within the security apparatus.
But for me, very unfortunate.
I was very unfortunate.
If I had a single butut,
I do not
but I take it in good faith.
But I took it in good faith.
Because
when they came to break into the prisons,
as a gatekeeper, as a sergeant.
Because at that time I was the gatekeeper and rank sergeant.
Yes. They met me. They said, we want Danso.
And informed me that they wanted Danso.
They said, they said, Danso is inside.
I said, Danso was inside.
Then I was put a gun.
I was put to gunpoint.
To go, because I'm the senior officer, a sergeant there, to go and open the main gate.
To lead them and open the main gate.
That's the center gate. That's
because
the center
I was
gate.
A senior one. There was a center gate at the time.
Where you have access to go to the main yard.
Where one will have access to the main yard.
So, prisoners started shouting.
Prisoners started shouting.
So, somebody say, okay, stop here.
Kukoi Samba Sanyang,
who leaded
I should stop there.
A team to the prison.
He was the one that led a team to the prisons.
He said, you are the officer in charge, the other officer in charge in the main yard.
He then said the order to the other officer in charge.
They appointed him to go and open this man.
They also had him at gunpoint.
For him to lead them to go and open a Danso.
That he should lead them to have Danso released.
But so very unfortunate.
But so unfortunate for.
Now,
when they were leaving, because when they heard about the coup d'etat, we left all the keys to the cells at the gate. The officer on duty, when he said he forgot the keys at the gate, he saw himself once rise up and then he came down.
And they
put the rifle in his, they asked him to open his mouth where the rifle was put, and that was when they told us they did not come there to joke.
Then they sent in an officer.
They sent in an officer. I closed the center door. When they knocked,
then he pushed me in there's a small window.
There was a small window like.
Officer David, please open the gate.
The officer was like, David, please open the gate.
You open.
I opened.
Then
he said to me that I should give him the confinement, keys to the confinement. I didn't give him. He rushed. They brought in Danso. When they brought in Danso, then I was already admitted.
Because
the prisoners got me beaten up. I was not even sure that I was going to make it. I was going to still be alive.
That day, no could you admit him l'hôpital?
I was admitted at hospital.
So, certain prisoners.
There were certain prisoners that they armed. They had, I was still admitted at the hospital. They attempted to kill me from the hospital.
One nurse.
There was this nurse. He was an Aku. He was an Aku. I forgot.
Why I tell him?
He ran to where I was and said, my son, come and enter here. And I asked what happened. He said, just come in. I went under the bed. They went round. They did not see me.
It was a female ward.
That was a female ward. They met with Danso. And Danso asked them, what were you doing here? Then none of them. He then told them, if I would see anybody coming here, all of you would be corpses here. When the nurse heard him say so, then they left. Danso asked the nurse, where is David? The nurse was panicked. Danso still asked. I was. The nurse could not say anything. I just came out. He told the nurse, David here, what he has done for us
in the prison.
In the prisons. We all knew.
So
so he would be protected.
My boss.
Danso now called me my boss. He was the one that in fact spread my bed for me. And I went to the bed. Sometimes he would come with money and would offer this money to me. I do not have the time to ask him.
Because what he
those times there were no food.
Because
who was going to give the prisoners food?
Patients.
Who was going to give patients food?
So, but I'm lucky.
I was still lucky.
Danso was treating me very nice.
Danso treated me very nice.
The prisoner.
The prisoner, Danso.
This is how I was lucky.
This was how lucky.
Then after I was discharged.
I was discharged after. In fact, Danso was present when I was discharged and he escorted me to tobacco.
Mr. Colley, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but just to make it easier for us, we have another function for the commissioners. There's some introduction to your final remarks. If you can really shorten it, so we can end this session with you this afternoon and then see how we go. But please take your time. It's a long introduction to the 1981 coup d'etat, perhaps your victimization and what you went through. A good introduction to help us understand you, perhaps better. But please shorten it.
Sorry, sir.
So we can know. Go ahead, please.
Okay. Now,
what I have here,
government my living condition.
The government should help on my living condition.
Because
I was denied my benefits.
By apply?
I applied.
Letter
when the letter is sent, they will say they do not see the letter.
So,
when I was fed up, I went and sat home and had to keep myself there.
But thank God.
Thank God. I had a child that is in the UK.
Doing football in England.
Playing football in England. The last Tobaski.
And about 50,000.
He sent to me about $50,000 that had helped me with my family. This is how I am still.
Nothing, not benefiting.
I don't have my benefits.
Not pension.
I'm not receiving my pension.
I'm just sitting like that.
I'm just sitting like that.
That
is what I want. That is what I'm pleading for you to help.
This is what I have for you.
This is what I have for you.
Thank you very much, indeed, Mr. Colley, for agreeing to come and testify before the Commission.
Mr. Colley, abaraka, manumangu bejo be sene kasidi ya kuli dire commission.
I believe you adversely mentioned a person who came to testify. Is that correct, my counsel?
Yes, yes, indeed.
Nabal kaini na matiko au anano manje au kuon karsa kia dire manku gane si gane sa dupe mo kame jatu kana si dire.
And your testimony is helping us create this historical record that our mandate requires us to do.
Ana woto pana isi matiko au kasida kanu semidere ko pan kuram binu li fanfang di nyese yati tonya yati tarake di borka bolube onomburbo.
Again, thank you very much, Emma, for coming to testify before the Commission.
And bejat ombaka tenti na maniko na kontang manubimbe dire besine kasidi akola dire commission.
Councillor, are there any residual exhibits that you submit, or is that all okay?
That is all, but we will check if there are any.
Right,
we will put them in
the afternoon session.
Yes,
or the afternoon function we have.
Yeah.
We can take it, take those things up there. Yeah, that's good. But thank you again so much, and our open public hearings would resume tomorrow at 10 a.m. Thank you all very much. Meeting is adjourned.
Viewers, those are live images from the long-lasted testimony of David Colley with the lead counsel Esa Fall on his Day 3 appearance before the commissioners. This part marks the second session after the break, wherein the former prison director was assessed on his involvement in facilitating the murder of the late Baba Job. David's trusted Audley Lamin Sane, who appeared before the TRRC some time back, told the commissioners that David Colley called and instructed him to allow the junglers coming for Baba Job at the hospital. The Audley further narrated in his statement that after the two junglers left, the initial lying position of Baba Job changed, which startled and made him feel so inquisitive as to what had happened. Baba was later announced dead in the morning, Lamin said. Although it is weird and inappropriate for an Audley to be sent by his superior to serve as a guard to a prison at night, however, Mr. Colley denied his involvement in the killing of Baba Job. Another prison officer, Jumbo, who had also testified before the TRRC, said Colley called him at night to either allow the defunct National Intelligence Agent or junglers to admit or remove any prisoner without any lawful document. On his part, Mr. Colley yet again refuted the allegations of never calling Jimbo, instructing him of such. Well, viewers, that was all we have for you from our TRC broadcast. Stay tuned for more of our interesting programs. I am Sohna Tunkara.